Dream Team's alright with me. Dream Team's alright. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm Roy. I coach Destroy. This is Calvin.
Very excited because I've got a pig with a streamer coming out of his mouth and I don't have a green vest.
Hey, how'd we go this week? We're alright,
Oh,
weren't we?
we're alright, yeah, we're great.
Yeah. Oh, and this is Warnie.
Yes, coach the Warn Dogs, and still the most successful player out of us overall in Dream Team.
Sorry, mate, I just forgot about you there. It was
Yeah.
early in the season. He was right up. Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's,
Oh.
that just shows how well we're doing.
Okay,
AD.
right now, I've been reminded by a few people this week on Twitter, etc., that Roy, we still need you because some people are in a grand final.
They are, Roy.
Let's go around the ground and find out if it's relevant to these boys. Calvin, how did you go?
No, not in the grand final and haven't been in finals for a significant period of time.
All right.
Actually, I didn't even make finals. So
How'd you go this week, though? I noticed you're out of the
as I
vest.
said, pumped
Yep.
to be out of the vest and... What, 2 weeks straight now. Next week, Dog will be back in the vest.
No.
He will go. Got a little ins and outs I'm seeing here, Dog, that you need to know about.
Do you have a look at
You
them?
Four
need to
straight,
get
City.
your dirty green vest eyes off it. Yeah, so yeah, happy just to be out of the vest, and that's sort of all I'm playing for at the moment.
Excited,
Trying to push
Calvin.
it forward.
Good work.
How'd
Yeah.
you go, Troy?
I was a bit disappointed with my score
As
again
usual.
this week, but
Yep.
there was the main reason I was disappointed. The main reason I was disappointed. What's your worst nightmare? How many points to lose by in a prelim?
1 point.
1 point. Bloody ridiculous. So I lost by a point. The funny thing.
Is it though?
I think it's kind of funny
Okay.
because I got put back in my box, but on the podcast, I was like just trying to blame everybody
Yeah.
except myself for my bad trading.
It's unusual.
So I blamed someone that I unfairly called incompetent
Yes.
at Champion Data for
And
missing
stupid.
The
you call it.
freako, I reckon it was
for
him.
missing a Matthew Lundberger handball that would have
Yeah.
got me through to the GF. I apologise. I still think I'm right, but I should
You are
never
right.
have been so rude and disrespectful.
You are off the freakos Christmas card list now, I reckon.
He
I
will
reckon
send you like a different copy of this prospectus.
Anyway, so I was talking about how this week I'm going to get in the top 1,000, top 2,000,
Yep.
which was my goal.
Yep.
I actually drifted out. I
Yeah.
am disgraceful.
236 places to go to get up in there.
Now,
You
yeah,
can do
I'm
it
no
this week.
chance. No.
Dog, what about you? And you're
What
wearing
about
something
me?
over there.
What
I'm
about-
wearing a green vest. Yes, I am, Calvin, for
How-
the second week in a row.
Second week in a row.
Make a
Yes.
graph
What
about
were-
that one,
what
Dog.
were the odds of that? Do you know what?
tell you the
This
odds.
is massive karma because since you put that graph up,
Yep.
taking the piss out of this poor fella,
Yep.
have you got out of it?
No, and it's only been 2 weeks.
Oh, is it?
2 weeks a long time in
gives
football,
me,
Dog.
It is bloody oath. It is if there's bloody split rounds and shit.
Oh,
That'll be bad
oh,
next year. We'll
ouch.
talk about that
Yeah.
later, I reckon. But yeah, I had a terrible week. 21-32. I slid for the first time in about 15 weeks outside of the top 1,000.
Oh, you out in that territory.
Yeah, it's awful. It feels crap.
I'll tell you what though.
It feels
no,
crap.
you got to always look at the positives in Dream Team. Give him a little clap,
It's
and I'll
pretty
tell you
good,
why in a
isn't
sec. No,
Why?
got back over 2,000.
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
Oh, stupid freaking game. Anyway, yes, so the Workwear Hub Green Vest is mine for this week. And we did have a competition last week. If you did tune in and you looked at the website, you could win a pair of these Buddy Boots.
Buddy Boot.
Bloody good. The safety boot, those, the one with the steel cap in there.
Yep.
The Buddy Tough Boots. And we found our winner. We scrolled through it. We got a lot of entries.
I know,
so
there
thank
were
you
some good
everyone
ones
for
too.
entering.
Yep.
There were a lot of good ones. We did have a short list of about 5,
Mm.
and this was the one that came through as a winner. All right, this is from Ryan VDB. He said, my DT buddy would be David Ellard, least selected 0.1% with a break even of 185. Everyone needs a friend, and you, my friend, have a pair of Buddy Boots coming to you, Ryan. Well done. And just quietly,
Gets a bit relevant.
No, it's extremely relevant because David Ellard is in this week, destined for the green vest.
good call. All right, so
Isn't that?
It's amazing.
It's true.
it is a big time to thank
Wow.
heaps to workwearhub.com.au
big time.
for
Yeah,
being
thanks.
sensational sponsor today. This is our last video of the year, so thank you for watching. And if you need any workwear gear, get over to workwearhub.com.au. You can get some specials there. They've got a bit of a sale on at the moment for Father's Day, so get yourself happening for that. But to go with the green vest, we always have our mate Rumbles, who loves to send a little bit of a picture in for us. Now, Calvin, we finally got to meet Rummers.
Yeah, I was a little terrified to start with, Dog.
You were. Well,
Well,
if you have
he
a look at
gave
this
you the
photo
cold
when you
shoulder.
two actually, this is
Yeah.
how Rummers introduced himself to you with a fist. And you
little
got
quick
it.
uppercut to the chin.
Yeah,
but that
it
was
was-
fine.
it was pretty
Man,
quality,
Runners
so-
get on like a house on fire. Good bloke.
So
Good
Runners
bloke.
is
He
a
was a
champion.
bloody
He
good
was a great
bloke.
bloke.
And he has sent this one into us for this week. And it's by request. Calvin thought this would be funny.
And I think it is. I haven't seen it yet.
Do you?
I bet it is.
All right, this is what it looks like. You know that bloody movie? Who was it? Arnold Schwarzenegger and bloody Danny DeVito. And yes,
I like it.
that. Yeah, no,
Yeah, good.
it's all right.
Oh, look at him.
Oh,
Never happy.
Anyway,
He isn't, is he?
No, I'm not. It's
Do you know
Punch him,
what?
punch him, Runners.
Do you know what? Rummers has softened up a little bit over the season. He's borderline complimentary these days.
They are.
Yeah,
They are.
He
And
gives
as I
us
said,
some really
like,
nice ones.
the best one he gave me was the Hulk one.
Oh.
Look, let's face it.
That's
I've had
your
a lot-
profile picture on
Facebook. I've got a lot of them.
You do.
I've got a whole bank to choose
You
from.
do, you do.
So yeah, that's my favourite. What was your
It's
favourite
like-
that he gave you?
Reminds me, the bank's so big, it's like Warnie's DVD collection.
Boom Boom.
You know, can we just go quickly back to the start?
What?
Where we were making our own.
Oh,
They were terrible.
We need like a little bit of a scrapbook of those because
MS
they were
Paint.
terrible.
mine looked like Mr. Squiggle doing it with his wrong hand and his eyes
Now it
closed.
looks like something you'd see on a movie poster or something.
Yeah, all right, let's get into this.
Right, I'm kicking off with the Swans versus the Hawks. Now, out for the Swans, through the middle of the season, a few people jumped on Hanbury as a bit of a unique.
Yep.
And he looked really good. He's dropped off a fair bit lately, and now he's actually out. So
Oh.
he's out this week. Obviously, get rid of him if you've still got him. In for the Hawks. Now, this was devastating for people on Saturday afternoon. Jordan Lewis
Yep.
out. He's back in, though, in good news, because you obviously still have him because you didn't know he was going to be out. Rioli is out.
Cyril?
Be warned, though. I
Uh-oh.
am going to say at least 1 to 2 more Hawks
Yep.
will be out
But
this
you
week.
know
Do you
about
know, but haven't they flown?
Have
do
they?
Yeah, because they play tomorrow night.
There you go.
I can't recall hearing much about extra people going. However,
I know
it
the
could have
Hawks.
happened. Oh, you
Yeah.
know.
I'm wearing their damn top.
You are Roy.
Yes, that's disgusting.
Well, it's all I had on, I'm afraid. Now, yeah, Hawks, I reckon, I'm just saying, be wary. Might have to reverse trade a la
Here's
last
just an
week.
interesting
Who's your
tweet
tip?
I got while we're here. Who?
Who's your tip for it then?
Well, let's not go to the tip. A guy wrote to
Buddy.
me and wants to know if Jordan Lewis can be trusted this week. One to
After coming back
play,
from a hip injury,
yeah,
that's what it
one
was,
to
wasn't it?
play, and 2 to be productive. Or does he?
I think he'll score 80.
Here you go. You've heard it there, right there. It's an ANZ. Lock him in for 80. Are your team's going
Right.
to take much longer?
No. Okay, I've got the Saints versus Freo now. Just a little bit sentimental because he's coming into play.
good.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
been a member.
Can he do that?
Remember that? That's one of the best chops
I
ever.
wish we actually had that to bring out again.
That was a classic. Anyway, so Cozzy is back in.
But he's retiring, isn't he?
I reckon.
Yeah, so farewell
is,
game.
Yeah. Now, Freo. Good news for the Warn Dogs. Sandy's back in.
Yeah, Sandy
This
lad.
season sucks ass
Well,
so bad.
So Sandy's back in.
That's good news for the dog. You'd be pumped.
Now we
Bloody
can have a
fantastic
sip.
news.
We can have
Ibo's back in.
Ibo.
And just in case you're looking at any betting markets, a heap of kids are in. A heap of kids. Now out. Saddle up. Strap yourself in.
Can I count them?
Yeah, but I've only put the relevant ones in.
All right. I'll
Okay.
add the ones I know on the end. Go.
Michael Johnson.
1,
Mundy.
2,
Ballantyne.
3,
Subin, who was
4.
playing a bit of good footy. Hill.
5,
Walters.
6.
Clark.
7.
Oh, no, Snoop Dogg. No, I didn't think about that.
You're number
I
7.
thought that's what you give me shit about.
No.
Oh,
Oh.
Sandler's
You'll have to go back
I'll
to
go
Sandy, that's all right. And Nathan Fife.
That's
8.
big.
Now you could add another 2 onto that.
Yeah, you
Obviously
can.
insignificant. 10.
Guess who won his, though? Just put it down.
Who?
Zach.
Also,
Dorso's getting a
And
rest.
guess what? Well done, Zach Dawson. He even earned the rest in the brackets. Rest. That's how far he's come. That's how much respect he's got.
They should have given him something like Pinky.
Oh, Zach. He's earned the rest. So, anyway, that is massive by Fremantle. That is bringing the game to disrepute.
It is
Much
massively.
more than what Essendon have.
Well,
Yeah.
who's going to go and watch that game?
No one will watch it. They'll lose money from it. Fremantle have once again screwed over our teams at this
Ross
pointy end of the year.
Lyon.
Good on Michael Barlow for sticking with it and playing though.
There's only one thing worse than that, and it's the amount of time it's taken you to get through those teams.
Why'd you
Yeah.
only do 2 games?
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
Destroy.
Oh my goodness!
Right, you ever think
No,
about
you guys do it. I'll go and find
I'll
it.
quickly find them. Here
Right.
we go. Geelong and Brisbane, I'll go through them nice and quickly. See how this is done, Roy.
Can't even count.
Vardy has been managed this week and West is back in, so that's what's going on in the ruck. Good for Leuenberger, possibly, I think. Brisbane, Maloney, Lyle, Michael are in, so Maloney's a big in there. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, no wonder you missed it.
Is there anywhere to hide here? Or?
Nah, you're right. Right. Oh, yeah.
Professional unit, DT.
For Port Adelaide, no significant changes there. But for Carlton, our boy Ellard, I've got a good
Yeah.
point. Ellard is in, along with Cruiser. So you've got a couple of ruck options there, dog. If you once you get rid of your Sandlands and your
Special
Griffin
K
and
can
all
come
those
back in
guys,
for his third
and
time
McLean
this
is
year.
out. Essendon out for Essendon. Hocking. Now that's significant because he will tag. Well, he would usually tag a Cochin or a Delidio.
Yeah.
Danaher's out if you're relying on him on the bench, and so is Hurd.
Good one.
No, he's
Hilarious.
not. Right, Richmond.
Look how angry he is.
I don't actually even care about football anymore. This is
Here
crap.
we go.
Well, don't cheat.
Right. Richmond.
Cheat you in a
Now,
bit.
Richmond-
Stab you in the arm with a bloody
It's not an
AOD.
out. Interesting out. Jack Rewalt is out. It's not interesting. It's just in. Who cares? West Coast and Adelaide. Embley comes back in for his last game.
Retire.
And I don't want to say his name because it hurts me. But look who's back in, Roy.
Oh, he's not.
He is for the last game of
With the
season.
vest.
He's going to be a bargain next year.
I'm on him.
He will be. What did he average? He's talking about Wright, if anyone didn't pick that up there. Matthew
Righty,
Wright.
righty, my boy. What did you used to say to me?
Oh, the price is wrong, bitch, or something like that.
It wasn't like 2 rights make it wrong. It was
Oh, yeah.
green light right, red light.
Oh,
some
yeah.
shit like
That was one of my good Photoshop efforts.
Oh god! All right, dog. Your
All right,
teams.
let's get into it. Sunday, there's not much going on there. Gold Coast and GWS. Gold Coast, Gary Abbott's playing, as far as we know. He's there.
Yep.
GWS, they've brought that Wiley back in, so he's into the extended squad there. And I know a couple of people were considering Callum Ward this week. I think maybe the guy that was coming second overall was considering him
Oh,
to bring him as
wow.
an X factor. He'll be thinking someone different now.
Go the hook. Go the hook.
Now, Hook, yeah, he's dominating. All right, Collingwood and North Melbourne, not much there to report, except for Beams is back after his little laid out.
No,
It
he's
was
not back.
Back tightness.
Not
He's
for
not
me,
back.
he's not.
You don't think? Oh, he's not coming back as a
Not
Calvinator.
ever
Can I
again.
have a moment?
Yes, you can. Right,
Yep.
go.
Can I just officially thank you for cutting down my Piglet nomination
Yep.
of Beams?
You would have looked stupider
Yeah,
than what you already do.
exactly right, and that's hard to do. I'm bloody. I
That's
forgot
funny.
the intro. I forget how many teams I'm doing. Beams, you have to rock up on a consistent basis.
Yep.
You have wrecked my season not once,
Yep.
but twice.
In a preliminary final.
So thank you for that. You had a cool head
Yeah, I
amongst an overexcited Destroy.
I do. Well, it's not just you that gets overexcited about Piglet nominations, Roy. It's the whole wider community.
Thank
they
you.
get very excited. They want everyone labelled with the pig stand. Not going to happen.
No,
Not on
thank
this
you.
Pirates watch.
And if you wouldn't mind, can you hurry up with those teams?
All right,
please?
finishing those off, North Melbourne. Oh, yeah, sorry, with Collingwood. Hudson's back in. Those people that might be looking at old Grundy, who's been pretty good.
Grundy better play finals for them. If he
Hutto's
doesn't,
into that. Ball is out with a calf for anyone still holding him. For Western Bulldogs, not much there.
oh, man,
Them
boy.
and Melbourne.
Ball.
All of the Bulldogs are playing that people are considering to get in and all
Yep,
that sort of stuff,
yep,
so that's
yep.
important. Cooney's back into the side. But Vate into the bloody lineup.
Who?
The VAT. For round... VAT! Is he still in your side? Is he
Guys,
still in your
it's funny
squad?
because he's not. I actually unfollowed him on Twitter the other day.
Oh, really?
No, I did because I was lying there and I was like, oh, 200 people follow me. I follow them. Too many. I thought it's time to cut a few. That. And I thought we've had a good year, mate.
Oh, time out.
Yeah, done.
Got him out.
Yeah, so he's done. Our relationship is over. I will now follow Ellard tonight.
Excellent. Nice. All right, let's get into everybody's third favourite segment of the show.
Oh, I need to poke myself in the streamer, Roy. Rightio, let's go.
It's captain's time.
Yeah, of course it is. That's why everyone watches the show.
Oh, and
right.
super exciting Calvin's.
Oh,
captains,
yes. Stay
I
tuned
might
for
add.
this.
Oh,
Get
my
excited.
goodness.
Wow, do we have an announcement?
Stuff is going to hit the fan at the end of this. But let's just go through a couple of things that I think are going to be awesome this week. Let's have a look at Beams. Coming back, last time against the Roos last year, don't you touch the pig!
Sorry.
129, 116 in his last two against the Roos. While I'm talking about the Roos, I'm going to keep talking about Swanee. Okay,
Yeah.
Swanee had 123 on him in round one. He'd never played him in 2012. Before that, 148, 162, 123, 17. Smashes them to bits. Averaging 125 in his last five this year, and from round 11 onwards at the MCG, he's averaging 133. All that sounds brilliant for Collingwood.
It does.
But last week, Hawthorn beat the Kangaroos. Hawthorn, 0 hundreds. The week before that,
Interesting.
Joe
Yep.
Watson is the only guy who got 100.
Really?
So they're two decent scoring teams.
Yeah, yeah.
And only one guy got 100 on them. It's nuts.
I guess it is a slight concern, isn't it?
It's a slight concern, but being at the MCG, won it over. Now, if it was at Etihad, I might have taken a different approach on that, but it's a stat that I'm willing to look over.
Right. Yep.
Happy?
Yeah, happy.
Let's talk Geelong. Steve Johnson is going to monster the hell out of Brisbane. Right? Last two against them, last two this year, 132, 143 in his last two this year. Form, tick. Last round 13 on Brisbane, 129. Tick. Before that, they weren't great. This year, he's averaged 120 at Simmons.
He's going to
tick.
be massive.
Tick, tick, bloody tick. Look, he gets ahead of Joel Selwood for me this week.
What?
Joel Selwood.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, mate, I made a graphic about
Four.
this. Cue the graphic.
Bang.
Right.
All right.
Joel Selwood
Oh.
will be rained upon this week. Check it out. He's played him in the last five times against Brisbane. 121, didn't rain on him. 69 and 70, Andrew Rains sat on him.
That ain't pretty.
Before that, 162, 110. Look, his form is amazing. He's averaged 134 in his last three. He's got a lowest score of 98 in his last eight. And 132 at Simmons in his last four. So it's just the fact that Andrew Rains held Griffin last week to 77. He's a legit tagger.
Okay, can I say this? There is... who are our most respected taggers? Rains?
At the moment,
Creepy Crowley.
Rains, Crowley.
and
Mackenzie,
Mackenzie,
yeah.
and Nick Lower on his day would probably be your top four.
In probably the last 2 months, Selwood has had one bad score.
Yeah.
And who was it against?
I don't know.
It was Crowley.
Oh, yeah, that
Crowley
was
tag
right.
is the only
Oh,
time.
yeah, the
he is-
40 odd or whatever
yeah,
it was,
It was
wasn't
terrible.
He's the only
30.
bad
Just
score.
be cautious of it. But at the end of the day, I've noticed a lot of people still going him as captain, and that's
Yeah.
fine. His form alone warrants that.
Oh, without a doubt.
A couple of roughies
just
for you
wanted to
though,
throw
if you
it out
really
there.
want to go it on. Goddard, 122 last week, averaging 116 in his last three.
Yeah.
Last couple of games against Richmond, 131, 110. In fact, one of his favourite teams averages 120 on him in his last six.
Historically,
That's big.
historically,
Yeah.
how does he come out after being busted for cheating and kicked out of finals?
I researched that.
Yeah.
There's no stats.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Except one time in under 14s.
Yeah.
no, silly pirate. Look,
Yeah,
no.
sorry. No,
But
disrespect.
seriously,
No disrespect.
Essendon have got to come out.
No disrespect.
All guns blazing, don't they, dog?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually confused about what this game is going to look like.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I
Confused.
don't know what it's going to look like. I'd like to think that the Bombers will go out and have a massive dip.
Yep.
Like, they'll crack hard. They'll go hard. They'll be happy to knock Richmond. like around a fair
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
think that's the case? I don't know.
I agree.
Is it going to be some bruise-free footy because
I
Richmond
agree.
will want to be like,
Well-
it means nothing to us?
Don't know. It's
I
very
don't know.
interesting.
I don't know. And the other guy I think we need to look at is Rockcliffe, playing Geelong.
Oh yes.
Now,
Look at
but
him.
this year he only had 77 on him.
yeah.
But
Before that.
But that's when he was having his horrid little patch of no mid-clock. But Maloney is back in this
Oh,
week,
I
so it's
don't
a
like
bit
that.
difficult. Before that, 128, 117 on Geelong. And let's not forget that Rocky's just been smacking the hell out of it in the last few weeks.
Hasn't he?
139
He's been
last
awesome.
week, and he's just been awesome. So, yeah, but Dog, there's some big news that we need to tell.
There is some huge news. Hang on,
exciting.
there's your top five. Everyone
Yep.
needs to see that. So
Yep.
Swanee at the top there. Stevie J, Joel, BJ, and Rocky. Great top five. Fantastic top five. People have said to you, Calvin,
People have always saying to me, "Oh,
What
Calvin, you're the greatest,"
can you make me some money out of your bloody betting?
and I do make
out of
the
your
money,
bloody
Dog, quite
captains
regularly.
Do you?
But
Out of
for
your
the
research?
first time in DT Talk history,
This is exciting.
it is massive. Luxbet have got on board and said, "Hey, let's put Calvin's captains on the market." Show 'em, dog.
It's awesome.
This is the odds for Calvin's captains this week to get the top scorer. Swanee sits at the top at $2.75 because, well, it's bloody Swanee, and
yeah,
of course.
and his numbers just back
Look,
it up.
I will put my money on Swanee
Oh,
because, as I
Back
said,
your research.
I'm going to back it in, hours of work into it. He's my number one for a reason. If I think someone else can score higher, then they would have been my bloody number one.
I'm not backing it. I'm going there at Stevie J at $3.50. I
Oh.
really like that.
$3.50, and as I said, that is good value considering what he could potentially do to him. Troy, where's your money
Well,
going?
I basically have a rule to never bet against the pig.
Yep.
But Steve Johnson, I really like that. But I think everyone can predict what I'm doing. And I am doing it confidently.
Yep.
Rocky, given the form he is in, to be paying nines.
Nines is good
Yes,
value.
it is rough because realistically, I think Swan and Johnson are going head to head there. But with that kind of value, Geelong not playing a tagger, Rocky finding the ball at will and taking a lot of marks all over the ground.
Big time.
I think his value, I have actually never seen, such good value in a group.
Look,
He's a beast at the moment.
So he scored 139 last week.
Yep.
95 before that, 115, 144. So,
Okay, so
that
what-
139 would win it for him,
Yeah.
and that 144
Yeah,
would
exactly.
probably win it for him. So look, at the end of the day, I will still go Swan.
yeah,
You're going to chase for your boy.
I am chasing.
And as I said, Stevie J, my number 2 pick, would be the guy I'd probably go next. Well, I got him number 2, of course I would. So either way,
Cool.
get onto Luxbet, go to our website, sign up to an account if you're over 18.
So, yeah, make sure over 18s and
you're not,
gamble responsibly, all that sort of stuff.
If you're not over 18, maybe Dad wants a present.
DreamTeamTalk.com/Luxbet will get you straight
So,
to that page if you'd like to do that.
gambling
So, there it
responsibly,
is.
that means get on Swan probably because he's a favourite and numbers back him up.
You would think so.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that is that. Get excited about that. All right, let's
Pretty
wrap
cool.
this stuff up, boys. Now, it is grand final weekend. Any advice for anyone? Destroy, you probably are the man that could give advice because you've been in the most grand finals. If we were like Dermot Brereton
Okay.
here, you're like the 5-time day and night
All right.
premiership player.
Yeah, success rate in Dream Team finals isn't the best though.
No.
Probably not as good as Dermy, but okay, I have got good advice. You've put me on the spot there, but I've got it. At this stage, do not look at your opponent's team.
Ooh,
all right.
Yeah, good advice.
I want you to actually look at your team, play around with your trades. That reverse trade button is gold. Look at your team and work out how you are going to get your maximum amount of points for the week. You try to get pretty, you're going to get burnt, like I did last week. See, I've learned from my mistakes. Do not get pretty. Have a look at your safest and maximus looking, output, score, whatever, and stick with that. Yes, I'm then going to say once you've worked out your number one option, have a bit of a sneaky look. If you're ridiculously close and you're a mega underdog, then okay, chase someone random. But at this stage, look at all your options without the head-to-head matchup, I reckon.
My tip goes a little like this. I've got 2 tips. One, if you're like me and out of a final, keep playing.
You still got 2
Don't,
trades.
don't just waste your trades and just go, I'm not going to do it and I've chucked the silks and I'm going to the shed. Don't go to the shed yet. Just keep playing the game. Realistically, you're not going to watch the footy on the weekend. You're going to be bored out of your brain. At least have a bit of fun with it. That's for people like me. Tip number 2. If you are like Roy and you're looking at your team matchups with your mate and you're like, I'm actually going to get bloody flogged here. His team is wicked. My team looks a bit like Warn Dogs, and I am going to get smashed, all right? Then you need to chase either a captain of difference
Cod.
or a
Yep.
cod. Copyright, Kevin. Look, a cod, he will go Swan. Dead, he has to
You
go
have
Swan.
to, you have
So you need to just gamble and go someone a little bit different, like a Stevie J, like a Rockcliffe, like a Goddard, but someone to be a little bit different. Or, when you do your trades, go for a pod. Not copyright, Calvin. A player of difference. Now, a cod, a great one this week, is a guy like Liberatore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? He hasn't got 100 in the last 3 weeks, but he had 144 on Melbourne earlier this year.
Yep.
And he will go nuts. So guys like that, or even Ablett as a captain of difference, he should monster these guys. Yeah, he's been, how bad has he been?
No deal. Can't do it. But yeah,
you can't.
yeah.
But if
Yeah.
your team is that much worse and you know it's a no-brainer and you're going to get flogged, you do need to tweak it a bit and be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Good call. All right. Yeah. My advice: just listen to them. Don't listen to me because I'm sliding badly.
Yeah, now, just,
Yes.
we've been a bit disrespectful to the dog this episode.
Well, he is leading.
He has won this
Yep.
year out of the boys.
Yep,
Well done.
exactly.
You've only just slipped outside the top 1,000.
You have
You've
had a good year.
You've held the show together,
Yep.
realistically, because there was times there where Cow and I are sitting at 50,000 and people are like, why am I watching this
Yeah.
shit and listening to
For me.
advice? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, right.
You know the funny
so
thing,
thanks,
though?
Warndog.
What? Our Supercoach ranking is actually better than
Yeah.
what it should
I'm
be.
71st at the moment. I'm pretty proud of
71st.
that.
That is
Oh,
very impressive.
People
About
told me you
700.
shouldn't be.
Are you really?
Yeah, and I
Well,
started with
yeah.
very similar teams and
Yeah,
I'm 700.
yeah,
So
yeah.
just shows that maybe we should be on the Supercoach show.
We should be.
Yeah, well, I reckon I'm probably about 1,000 and I haven't used the loophole once.
Yep.
So there you go.
I do
That's
it every
solid.
week.
Speaking
But,
of Supercoach, if you want to play some Supercoach over the finals, we've got a Supercoach Finals League there, 664481. You can find all the details over on the Supercoach website if you want to do that. So,
Yeah, that's
down
good.
there.
X
Yeah,
Factor.
Good. All right. Is that what they do?
yeah, of course they do.
Because you watch that.
I
crap.
love it.
All right, that's it. Now's our opportunity to say thank you to everyone who
Lights
has.
will go.
He's thanking people.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you very much for everybody for watching this year, for being a part of the website, for especially all the people that contribute to the website. That is our awesome writers, but then everyone that comments as well. It's a good little community that we've got going on, or a big community as it keeps growing and growing every year. So it's been awesome. It is nice to have a little bit of a break now because
Sad.
it's been a long year. So thank you very much for sticking with us. We'll be back next year.
Oh, look, and probably,
We're probably not even that far away.
yeah, we're not
really.
that far away from kicking back off again, which is nuts.
Pre-season, baby.
Stay tuned to the
Come at
website
me.
and, of course, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and that's where we'll release a few articles if things are coming up. So,
Sounds good.
yeah, thanks
Exactly,
for this
and to finish off with, we had our little meet up on the weekend, which was fantastic in
great.
Melbourne. We had an absolute ball. Probably don't remember much after about 2 p.m. But one of the things I do remember is at the end of the day, Hairy Beard.
Oh,
wow.
How good was he?
How
He
good is he?
just played
Amazing.
his little heart out.
And I'll
he
tell
was
you what,
great.
if you've got a gig coming up and you want a bit of Hairy Beard action,
In Melbourne.
just shoot us an email and we can send you his number and organise that. So, yeah, the Beard can get a venue rocking in no time.
Now, he finished off with You're the Voice, John Farnham, and it had the place rocking, and it was good. And we've got some photos here, sending by some people. Thanks, Amanda. Thanks, Miranda. Thanks to everyone else who sent people, photos in. Lewis. And check it out. That's us for this year. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy
Good
grand
luck.
final
Good luck
weekend.
in your GF. Good
Yeah,
luck.
Good luck.
Go
And
get 'em.
good luck to Hook, our boy,
Oh, yeah.
Hook,
Go Hook.
for the 50K. See ya.
Or someone's daughter, or someone's son. How long can we look at each other down the barrel of a gun? Yeah. Oh, you're the voice trying to understand it, making noise and make it clear. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not gonna live inside making noise and making